Hi guys, it's Jessie Holton here, Stampin' Up demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com. I just wanted to share with you how I made this really cute little card. It's actually a pop and twist, twist and pop. And I've used a brand new suite from the new mini catalogue. If you're in Australia and you don't have a demo whom you already order through and you would like a copy of the catalogue, it also comes with the Celebrations catalogue. Please let me know and I can send one to you. So this new little suite is very, very cute. And it is the Birthday Bonanza suite. So it has this gorgeous paper, the stamp set with matching framelits. I've also used the ribbon and the little pom-poms. And there's a close-up of the stamp set there for you with the framelits. So it's a really, really fun, bright, cute suite. And I absolutely love, being an Aussie, that there is a little koala bear. So I'm going to show you how I've made this card here today, and this is actually one of the cards from my January 2020 stamp camp. That particular stamp camp is now full, and we're not taking any further bookings for it. It's just around the corner. But I do have another stamp camp coming up in September 2020. So if you're interested and you would like to come and join us, then please let me know and I will save you a spot. Places do fill up fast. It is a boutique event. There is only a maximum of 18 people allowed to book for my stamp camps. So it's very hands-on, you make lots of friends, and all of the beautiful little kits are already cut up and made for you. So all you need to do is put it together. So I'm going to show you guys how to make the mechanism for the card to make the pop and twist and pop. But people who are coming to my camp who get the kits will already have these made in their kits. So I'll show you everything. This is an example of what you would get in the kit to make your card, so it's all good to go. Alrighty, so first things first, I've got two pieces here, and they are 7 centimeters by 20 centimeters. And to make this little pop and twist mechanism, twist and pop, geez, I'll get it right eventually. You actually do have both of the pieces. So one is scored down the center and then with a cross, and then the other one is just scored 4 times evenly so that you can create this W piece that goes on top. And it is really quite simple. It looks harder than it is. So let's get started here. I am using Grapefruit Grove, which is one of the olden colours, so it will be retiring in the end of May. So if you love this colour or any of the others in that set, then you know, grab it while it's still around, because it won't be around for much longer. And all of these in colours sell out really fast towards April and May, so you're better off to grab it now while it's available. Now I've got my pencil here. I'll just bring my score down a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. So I've just lined it up to the 20 centimeters, which is the length of this piece of cardstock, and I've got a pencil. You can use a biro, it doesn't matter. These dots won't show anyway once it's all put together. They're just little markers to help you see where to score it. So I've scored at 13.5 and 6.5 centimeters, top and bottom. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to find those little dots here and here and score them diagonally. Now I am using my old scoreboard or my old trimmer rather. There is a new paper trimmer and it is beautiful. but I'm currently out of blades on that one. I'm waiting for more blades to come in the mail, so I've just picked up my old one for in the meantime. So now you've got the cross in the center there, and all of your lines should intersect in the middle, and that's quite important to make it line up and work properly. So now that that's scored, we want to fold along the middle line one way and then open it up and turn it over and score the other two crosses in the opposite direction, and then you'll find that it just pops into this little legs or like a little house. Okay, so that is the main pop and twist mechanical mechanism. And then with our other piece, it's 20 centimeters, so we just need to score it at 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. And then we're going to fold it up in the middle, and then the two sides come up. Oh, well, the fold is down. So you end up with a W up in the middle and down on these ones. Alright, so I have my front piece. This is 10.1 by 14.5 centimeters. That's better. Had a little dried bit over the top of it. Alright, so I'm going to glue my front piece down. A little tip here with when you're putting your cards together is to open them out, and then you're not fighting them to keep them flat while you're trying to glue things down. Okay, and then we have this little tag which is part of the framelits, and I've got the sentiment here from the stamp set. It's very, very cute. It is, I'm glad it's your birthday so I can tell you how wonderful you are. I thought that was quite cute. So I'm just going to stamp that randomly. And then I've got the white piece that's going in the center of the card. I'm going to stamp it again on that to go in the middle of my card. Okay, and then I've got some yellow ribbon here. This is Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon, and it's a little bit narrower than our previous ruched ribbons. So I'm just going to fold that in half, and then you can stick it through. And just push the ends through the loop. And then you don't need to knot it or anything, it'll stay in place. Okay, so once you've got your ribbon tied through, we're just going to glue this on directly. A little bit of an angle. And then these are the little banners that come with the dies. And I'm just gonna, whoops. Pop those over the top. Okay, so next thing is we're just going to stamp our little koalas. Now I've got 4 koalas on the inside and then another one on the front, and I've got 2 party hats. So we're just going to stamp all of those and die cut them, and I'll also stamp the little "Let's Celebrate You," and I've got one in here, "Let's Celebrate You" as well. So I've got some scraps of white cardstock here, and I've got my smoky slate ink, and I've got my little koala on the back of the sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp him 4 times. Now what I do with my stamp camp and classes is I try to use minimal inks, so that way the inks can stay with that particular project and you don't need to you know, go hunting for inks. So I'll do the 2 little faces. Excuse my head if I put my head in the way there for a minute. And so what you're looking to do with these little koalas is just line up the nose, and then the rest falls into place. There we go. And I've got the party hat on the other side of that stamp, so I'm gonna do 2 of the party hats. And then I've got my "Let's Celebrate You," and I've actually got a scrap here that I've cut off the edge of one of my other projects, and it is just like a 1 centimeter wide scrap, and it is perfect to do this little "Let's Celebrate You." Okay, so I'll get my Big Shot out and then I will die cut these. I've also used the Everyday Label, I'm pretty sure it's called Everyday Label punch, to punch out my Bermuda Bay backgrounds here, and I'm going to put them on my W. Okay, so just stick my little koala bears on there. pretty cute little koalas, aren't they? Alright, and then I'm going to bring back in my card front. And I'm going to stick my little koala on the front here as well. And I'm actually going to use a dimensional for his hat. And the regular size dimensionals fit perfectly. If you line it up along one of the edges, then it'll sit really nice. Okay, how cute is this looking already? I'm going to grab a glue dot. And put that there. And then I've got these adorable little pom-poms. And I'm just going to stick that onto my glue dot. So he's got a little pom-pom on his hat. Okay, what else did we do? Let's celebrate you on the front. And I am just going to snip this. I am not necessarily trying to make it line up neat. I'm just snipping. Use the edges of the dimensionals for these narrow ones. They're fantastic. There we go. Okay, so that's the front done. And we'll stick the insides in place. Oh, might use the presents, I think. And I'm just going to line that up so that my border going around is even. And don't worry about this big space here because that's where this is going to go. And we've got the white piece down the bottom so you can write your message. Okay, now here comes the fun bit. We've got our little mechanism here and we're just going to glue the triangles in. So we're just going to start with one side. And you don't want to glue it right up in the crease because the card needs to fold down over the top of this bulky bit where all of the corners are. So just leave it down just a millimetre or so. And you want to have it sort of fairly central. Hold that in place for a minute. Okay, and then put a bit of glue on this side. You can use tear and tape if you want. I wouldn't suggest snail because it needs to sort of be held in place quite firmly. And snail, because it's a dry glue, it just will separate. So you're better off using a liquid glue, fast fuse, or even the tear and tape adhesive is a bit stronger than the snail. Okay, so now we've got our mechanism in place and you can see when you open the card, those side bits open out. So now we need to glue our little koalas in. So these two pieces are the same size. So all you're going to do is line them up. Line them up so that they're on top of each other. Fold this one in. You just want to do this top. You see the score line in the center. So you just want to do that top rectangle. Hold that in place for a minute. Okay, and then come to this side and fold him in. You want to do the bottom rectangle on this side. Okay, and again, just hold that in place for a minute. It doesn't matter if this bit pops up, that's what it's meant to do. You just need those corners glued in place. Okay. Now look at this magic. And hopefully oh, there we go. First time's always a little bit tricky because it's learning. Learning how to work. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so then we need our other Let's Celebrate You. And what I've done here is I've just snipped between the letters. A little bit of glue. And because it's kind of a fun, whimsical kind of card, so you don't even need to worry about cutting these straight or getting them on there straight, because it's all meant to be a bit of fun. Alright, that will do. What else did I stick on there? Some little dots. So I've got the enamel dots in the olden colours. So Happiness Blooms enamel dots. And these are Pineapple Punch. So it is a different yellow from, this is Daffodil Delight that's on the paper, but it doesn't really matter too much. It doesn't really show. So we're gonna just go ahead and use those. You could use, this is Grapefruit Grove, so just depends. But I thought that the colours still matched relatively well. If I can get those little dots to stick. And I'm going to put some down here as well. Okay, what else did I put on there? I think that was it. So there you go. Same but different. Very cute little cards. I love this twist and pop mechanism. It's a little bit fiddly, but it's actually easier than it looks. So I hope that you've enjoyed my tutorial and that you have fun with this gorgeous new suite and the beautiful new catalogue. I am Jessie Holton, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com. If you'd like a copy of the catalogue, please let me know. And we also have a fantastic joining deal going on from the 3rd of January until the 31st of March. So if you're a craftaholic and you'd like a discount on your supplies, then now is the time to join. There is no strings attached. You don't have to sell or do parties or do anything like that. You can join purely for a discount on your own purchases, and that is fine. Let me know if you need any more information, or you can go and check out my Join Now tab on my blog, jessieholton.com, for some more information. I hope that you've had a lovely day, and I hope that you've enjoyed my tutorial and that you get your hands on this adorable set, because it really is a lot of fun. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. See you later, guys. Thanks for joining me.